Where'd all the ducks go?
What do you mean?
The ducks, where do they go in the wintertime?
I don't know. I'm Huckleberry Finn, and this here is my raft. I traveled down here from St. Petersburg with Jim.
Hello, my name is Holden Caulfield.
We'll climb aboard, Miles Caulfield.
Why did you decide to leave St. Petersburg?
Well, for a while, I lived with my widow Douglas, who made me go to school and church, which wasn't so bad. Then my pap came and took me because he wanted the money that I have. I went to live with him across the Mississippi, where he got too handy with his hickory. I escaped, but decided to not go back to the widow. I didn't want to go back to widows anymore and be so cramped up and civilized that me and Jim decided to head down the river. Why aren't you in school?
I don't think I could stand living with Douglas or Pap. They sound like total phonies. I got expelled from Pensy Prep. You probably heard of it. You've probably seen the ads anyway. They advertise in about 1,000 magazines, always showing some hotshot guy on a horse jumping over a fence. Like as if all they ever did at Pensy was play polo all the time. I never even saw a horse anywhere near the place. And underneath the guy on the horse's picture, it always says, since 1888, we have been molding boys into splendid, clear-thinking young men. Strictly for the birds. They don't do any damn more modeling at Pensy than they do at any other school. I don't know anybody there that was splendid and clear-thinking at all. I flunked every course except English. Because I had all that Beowulf and Lord Randall, my son stuff, when I was at the Wooten School.
Sounds like you didn't like going there. Probably wasn't the best to stay.
Everyone at school was a bunch of phonies.
That sounds like how Pap used to talk about Judge Thatcher and the government. Pap used to say,
"Guys, the government, why just look at it and see what it's like. Here's the law standing ready to take a man's son away from him. A man's own son. Why she has had all the trouble and all the anxiety and all the expenses of raising? Yes, just that a man has got the son raised at last and ready to go work and begin to do something for him and give him a rest, the law up and goes for him. And they call that a government?"
Your dad sounds like a smart guy. People in power are always trying to take advantage of their position, like the headmaster at Pensy. He had a really nice daughter. She didn't give you a lot of horse manure about what a great guy her father was. She probably knew what a phony slob he was.
I agree. My master, Miss Watson, pecks on me all the time and treats me pretty rough.
I'm pretty depressed. Whenever I was with Tom Sawyer, we would imagine ourselves having adventures. He could always throw in the fancy touches. Nobody could spread himself like Tom Sawyer in such a thing like that.
Sometimes when I'm being shot, it goes like this. I picture myself coming out of the goddamn bathroom, dressed and all, with my automatic in my pocket, and staggering it on a little bit. I would walk downstairs. I'd hold on to the banister and all, with the blood trickling out of the side of my mouth a little at a time. I'd find Maurice in the elevator. 6 shots right through his hairy belly.
Whoa.
That sounds like crazy fantasy.
You want to hear something crazy? Last night I stayed at the house of my old teacher, Mr. Antolini, who had been drinking.
Big working bust all over.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just simply sitting here admiring.
What the hell are you doing anyway?
Keep your voice down. Quiet down. I'm just sitting here.
I gotta go anyway.
Oh, shucks.
And now, here I am.
That Mr. Antolini person sounds pretty odd.
He's actually a very good person. There was this one boy at Elkton Hills named James Cassell that wouldn't take back something he said about a very conceited boy.
Guys, did you just lose your
don't fit in here. Sweet turtleneck.
Get your turtleneck out of here.
Your turtleneck.
No wonder nobody likes you. You're just like a girl.
Get out of here.
Yeah, just leave. Just leave. Just leave.
Go. He was the one that finally picked up that boy that jumped out of the window. Old Mr. Angelini felt his pulse and all, and then he took off his coat and put it over James' castle and carried him all the way over to the infirmary. He didn't even give a damn if his coat got all bloody.
He sounds like a great fella.
The only thing I don't get is, why did you decide to run away down the river?
We was looking for freedom. We said there weren't no home like a raft after all. Other places do seem so cramped and smothery, but a raft don't. You feel mighty free and easy and comfortable on a raft.
Sometimes when we sailing, it makes me all over trembly and feverish to be so close to freedom.
I want freedom from this phony world. Freedom is a beautiful thing. One time I asked this girl, Sally Hayes. Look, here's my idea. How would you like to get the hell out of here? Here's my idea. I know this guy in Greenwich Village. They can borrow his car for a couple of days. We used to go to the same school together. And he still owes me $10. What we could do is, tomorrow morning, we could drive up to Massachusetts and Vermont. And all around there, you see? It's beautiful as hell up there. It really is. We'll stay in these cabin camps.
You can't just do something like that.
Why not? Why the hell not? She wouldn't go with me.
You want to know where freedom is?
Yes.
In the West, I got to light out for the territory ahead of the rest. Because Aunt Sally, who is Tom Sawyer's aunt, she's going to adopt me and civilize me, and I can't stand it. I've been there before.
I wanted to start hitchhiking my way out west, but I decided to stay because I knew it would break Phoebe's poor little heart.
Who's Phoebe?
Phoebe's my little sister. You never saw a little kid so pretty and smart in your whole life. I mean, she's had all A's ever since she started school. I bought her a record called Little Shirley Beans. It was a very hard record to get. It was about a little kid that wouldn't go out of the house because two of her front teeth were out and she was so ashamed to.
She sounds like a sweet gal.
What a sweet child. I feel that way about my old Huck here. Jim won't ever forget you. Huck, you the best friend Jim ever had. And you the only from old Jim got now.
Well, thank you, Jim. A great idea. I love to smoke. The widow Douglas wouldn't let me because she said it was pretty mean practice and wasn't clean.
I'm quite a heavy smoker. At least I used to be. They made me cut it out.
You're the nicest guest we've ever had in this raft.
What do you mean?
Two men who claimed to be a king and a duke came aboard our raft. At first, we believed that they was who they said they was. But I didn't tell Jim. It wouldn't have done no good, and besides, it was just as I said. You couldn't tell them from the real kind.
Sounds like a bunch of phonies. They remind me of some of my friends from Pincy. I knew this boy named Ackley. He had a horrible personality. He was also sort of a nasty guy. He was always telling me I was a goddamn kid because I was 16 and he was 18.
Sounds like a downright jerk.
Then there was this boy named Shadletter. He was my roommate. He always walked around in his bare torso because he thought he had a goddamn good build. He was madly in love with himself.
Great idea. How about would you like to go down the Mississippi and go west with me?
I'm not going anywhere. Good luck. Bye. Good luck. I'd never yell good luck to anyone. It sounds horrible if you think about it.